Gotta rank 'em all, Pokemon!
Welcome to Spelunkers, a place for exploring video games and nerd culture. I'm Ryan, and this is Gotta Rank 'em All, the Pokemon ranking show, where Chris...
That's me, we're back.
And myself, every week, get a guest and a random list of 20 Pokemon and put them in the most officially arbitrary list of all time. Our lovely returning guest this week is Bob Buel.
That's me. Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me back. I love this show. It's a pleasure.
Thank you for being back, Bob. We're very happy to have you again.
Oh, happy to do it.
Now, it has been a minute since you've seen this list.
Yeah. I looked this over the other day and I went, holy cow. There are 500 on here at this point?
Yep.
542.
Gravy.
Yeah, we've just been slowly chipping away at it.
We're like halfway.
Yeah.
That's only going to get longer in January. When Legends Arceus drops, which I'm sure we're all very excited for.
I am. I actually am.
Well, let's go over the top, the middle, and the bottom of the list. A little refresher for everybody. We've got Greninja, Decidueye, and Mega Charizard X at the top three.
And sorry, real quick. Number 4, can we just give a shout out to? Because that
you just made Chris's night. Shuckle, number 4.
My favorite Pokemon. He deserves it.
I love it.
Ooh. Way down at the bottom, we've got Jinx at 542, holding strong. Young Goose at 541, and Smoochum at 540. And in the middle there at 271. That's the middle, right?
Sure.
My math checks out. Gigantamax Eevee at 271, Gigantamax Centiskorch 272, and Swablu at 273.
For the people at home, that is incredibly misleading. It makes it seem like the Gigantamaxes are all in the middle. They are not. They're mostly pretty high.
That's just the two, really.
Yeah.
It just happened to be right there. But we've got 20 more random Pokemon to cram into this list somehow tonight. So let's get started with our first pick, Breloom.
Yeah, look at this fella.
Breloom's awesome, right?
Pretty cute.
I hope we all agree. I know you've never used one, Ryan. I almost made you use one on your last run, but I picked something else.
I don't know that I'd say awesome.
It's awesome because I had one when I was a kid. Do you understand that?
At least you have hands but no arms.
That's all you need, man. Mach Punch. No, this was one of the first Pokemon to get Mach Punch, though, which is a great move. Like one of the early speed moves other than Quick Attack. Instant fighting, 40 damage. Awesome. This Pokemon is kind of weak, though. I looked at their moveset when I was going to recommend them to you, and I was like, oh, wow, that's pretty bad. Never mind. I won't make you use that.
I was going to say, because this is its final form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Evolution of Shroomish.
Yeah. If this thing feels like it should have had a third form that was cut for some reason. I like it. You know, it kind of reminds me of those little tiny little dinosaurs in Jurassic Park, the little ankle biter things.
Compies, I think they call them. I don't know what the actual name is.
Yeah. It's probably just like Compasaurus or something. I have no idea. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. So if its third form was like a fungus velociraptor, I would have been all about it.
Oh my god, yeah.
The fact that it just peaked here, it never got much play from me personally. So
yeah, a fungus velociraptor would be awesome. This isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I say it's not awesome. It's not a bad Pokemon, but I don't know that it quite hits that bar for awesome Pokemon in my eyes. I'm sorry, Chris.
Little kid in me thought he was awesome, so. Do we have lore for Breloom?
Breloom closes in on its foes with light and sprightly footwork. So this is like, it's a dexterous fighter.
That Mach Punch, I'm telling you.
Throws punches with its stretchy arms. Okay. I have to see how stretchy. What's stretchy?
Yeah, you can see it. See, there's a little bit of arm underneath that hand. You can see just barely the curves of it. So that must like stretch all the way out, like freaking Mr. Fantastic. Okay, this Pokemon's awesome now, right? Number 1.
I'm seeing some bias here. I don't know about this.
I mean, how far are we talking stretch though? Is this like, does he got like a 15-inch reach or like a 40-inch reach?
I don't know.
These are important questions that none of the pictures on Bulbapedia are giving me a good answer for. Because, I mean, if he's got one hell of a reach on him, that's all right. And you know what? You say its stats aren't good. It's got 130 attack for a second stager.
Yeah, I think Gen 3, its moveset was not good, was the problem.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, movesets didn't start getting better until Gen 4. Yeah, that's it. It's dexterous, light and sprightly footwork, arms that stretch. Oh, and toxic spores. That's its other big thing. Toxic spores.
Toxic spores. You'll love to see it. So
it
where do we
has a
look?
sprig of mint on its tail, so that's always good. Maybe parsley. Who knows what that could be? In terms of actual numbers,
yeah, we've kind of hit a point where we gotta be like, is it in the 300s? Is it in the 400s? Is it in the 500s?
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm thinking of it.
I'm thinking high 300s, low 200s, roughly. I see like Togepi at 289 and like Buniri there, Gossifleur. Like a lot of these feel like decent comparisons for me to Breloom.
Yeah.
This is way better than Gossifleur, though.
But is it better than Togepi at 289?
Togepi's iconic. I mean, I don't care for Togepi personally. It annoyed the hell out of me on the show, but it's iconic. People know it.
We can go up a little bit. Okay, how about this? I see a Pidgeotto, proud and strong, second stager sitting at 268. I would say Pidgeotto's maybe a hair better than this guy. Is that out of line?
I think that's fair. Also, this guy's grass and fighting, so Pidgeotto would just devour him.
Oh yeah, one swoop down, talons out, done.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I would go right there. Ryan, you looking lower, higher?
I kind of want to stay just below Golbat.
You and that Golbat.
Look, the bats on this show have been mistreated.
Okay, I mean, I'm okay with that too. Above Gigantamax Eevee.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Kind of right in the middle of the list. That feels about right.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll read your name again next episode, Brelum. We'll see how this episode goes.
We'll see how the rest of these go tonight.
Hey, maybe the next 19 all go right at the bottom of the list, and that by default pumps up Breloom another 19 spots, you know?
That would be excellent if all these Pokemon were really bad.
Oh, we got some, I don't know, no spoilers, but we got some winners on this list, I think. But
it's a roller coaster list.
We'll see. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Breloom, thank you for getting us started on some level ground here as we continue into what is sure to be a rather tall Pokemon, tall order for us to rank.
Yeah.
A Lowland Exeggutor.
Oh my god.
Our tall king.
As a tall man, I love this.
This thing is the reason why I did not use a single Alolan Pokemon, because this is what they led with, and I hate it. It's so stupid.
Dude,
I love this guy.
I love this design personally. I think it's so silly, but it is 100% in character for Exeggutor. Like, his faces are always so dumb. Like, he's just kind of trompsing around anywhere he goes. So they're like, what would his tropical form be? Taller. No, taller.
Absurdly tall.
Just no color changes, no anything else. Just palm tree it, and he's perfect. And honestly, in the context of like those, Hawaiian Samoan Islands that it's supposed to take place in, I loved it.
Yeah. This thing is 35 feet and 9 inches tall, 10.9 meters for our non-American listeners.
Starting forward for the Knicks here. Jeez.
Dunk on everybody.
Also, I will say, not to go completely Quokimbo style here, but there is a Pokemon card of a Lowland Exeggutor that I played on the app a fair bit that made him very, very powerful. He gained, I want to say it was like 20 attack or 200 attack, whatever denominations the attack is in that game, per discarded energy, different discarded energy in your discard pile. So the whole goal of the game was just to discard as many cards early and then drop this thing in, and it's an absolute tank because it like hits harder than anything as long as you have like 4 varieties of energy in your graveyard.
And that is that like the whole point of the deck? There's no like backup. If this guy dies, you're done.
I want to say there is a backup, but I haven't played that game enough to tell you what it is.
Hey, I love me a
it was a
one-trick
Lowland
pony deck.
Eradicate, I believe.
Okay.
Was the backup who could just like you put equipment on him and he was strong or something like that.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like this is on you guys to find a spot here because I clearly am not on the same page.
I real quick love this. I love this Ultra Moon entry. So they talk about it growing taller, losing its reliance on psychic powers, and like awakening a sleeping dragon within. But Ultra Moon here, it swings its long neck like a whip and smacks its opponents. This makes Exeggutor itself dizzy.
Yeah, what type is this thing? Does it actually lose its psychic? Is it just grass?
Grass and dragon.
It's grass dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fun combo, especially because if I remember right, you get him about halfway through the game, and to get any kind of dragon, early-ish is a little bit unique. Yeah, I'm a fan of this guy.
Ryan, is Appleton also Grass Dragon? Is that the one we had that's Grass Dragon? Because on that episode we said, "Oh, this is the only Grass Dragon." I don't remember who our guest was, but we thought that.
Yeah, we did think
this is better than any of those Apple things.
Yeah, this is the best Grass Dragon.
Oh yeah,
over any kind of apple dessert.
An apple pie dragon. Yeah, I would say so.
All right, I'm scrolling up. I'm in the 100s. Okay, Bob, does this break top 100 when 100 is Sharpedo and 99 is Gyarados?
Yeah, Gyarados being the bouncer outside the bar of the top 100. I don't quite know if he makes top 100. I really like his design, but is it Sharpedo, Fat Pikachu, Gyarados, Toxtricity? I don't know. Those all seem pretty, a fair bit more inspired than this.
Yeah, I was looking a little lower than that. I was just reading the room, setting the stage. I was looking at Aegislash at 133. Big fan of that Aegislash.
I do like Aegislash. So what's a couple below that, maybe? Hitmonlee, Dusknoir. I'm jumping a little bit. I'm trying to find one that I could definitively say, like, oh, this one's better than, blank.
Arbok, 148.
I think he's one step better than Arbok. That's right between Gligar and Arbok. Yeah, that seems about fair for me.
Okay, but hear me out. I'm looking at the 400s here.
Even if we put it at 400, its head's going to be up at 148 where we put it. So
I know it would be impossible, but if you could somehow compile a transparent PNG for every single one of these Pokemon and create a physical picture list of all of these, God, it would be so good. It would take days of work.
The file size would be huge.
My After Effects is just chugging just thinking about it. So,
all right, new 148. Great job, Alolan Exeggutor. God, I thought I hit my head everywhere I go. Good luck, buddy. Next on the list, we've got Solgaleo.
Ooh, box art Pokemon right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like this thing. I think Lunala is more inspired, but Solgaleo is still a really good box cover Pokemon design.
Yeah, Sun and Moon both had really great box art Pokemon, unlike Diamond and Pearl. But Lunala is definitely like way better. Lunala is straight up out of Bloodborne, so I mean, can't put this higher.
Yeah. I am a sucker for like a lion type. Like Entei was always a favorite of mine as a kid, even Arcanine. So this guy kind of follows in that vein, but I like the boldness of just going white. Primary, just like white fur basically going throughout. Really cool to me.
Especially on a non-ice type Pokemon.
Agreed.
Because they'll do that a lot on an ice type, but
what is what typings are we working with here? I can't even
Psychic
recall.
and Steel.
Psychic and Steel. That's a fun combo.
Yeah.
I will say though, I don't love the little like CrossFit shoes.
Yes,
that it's wearing.
I agree.
Like those toe shoes. I don't know.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that,
it's either that or Crocs. Like I can't quite tell what's going on there.
No.
Everything else, like if I just kind of like block that part of my screen, that thing's like cracking the top 100. But once I keep staring at the shoes, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the shiny is insane.
Oh, well, this I gotta look up.
It's like red in like Sun and Moon. It was almost more hot pink, and in Sword and Shield, it's more like bright red.
Whoa! It looks like it's coming in from like breaking the atmosphere or something. Like it's that kind of red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
Man, I mean, we can look at Lunala to start, but Lunala is really high. I don't know. 37 Lunala's at.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can agree he's a little worse than Lunala, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I'll do my kind of metaphor here. Lunala's walking up to the club. Gyarados is out there giving him the once over. Is he going to get into the top 100? I think he might.
I think Gyarados might let this Pokemon pass.
I think so. He's gonna tell him to take off the Crocs, but
then he'll let him in. Yeah.
Hard soled shoes required for the club. You can't be in here with some flip flops. Come on, man. Okay, so now that we kind of got our range. Like, is this thing better than War Turtle at 88? I would probably say so. Is this thing better than... Is it better than Surfetched at a 66?
No way.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah, that's...
So now we gotta...
I'd put it below Mega Mewtwo Y, but I also know that Ryan hates that Pokemon, so...
Hates is a strong term.
You got to remind me, is Mega Mewtwo Y the more fetusy one?
Yes. Or the one that looks like Kid Buu from Dragon Ball.
Yeah, maybe he's a little cooler than Mega Mewtwo Y. Zekrom.
Yeah, that's Zekrom is where I was like,
anywhere in those, like 80 to 85 range, I'm kind of happy with it. I'll let you guys, do the fine tuning there. Because I like this Pokemon. It's definitely top 100 worthy, but yeah, it's somewhere in there, I would say.
Yeah. I like right below Zekrom. I like it more than Aurorus.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
New 83. Solgaleo. Great job.
We all turned into Larry David for a second. I don't know how that happened.
It's the power of the sun. Dayman. Thank you, Solgaleo, for coming on and brightening up this podcast. Next on the list, we've got Indeedee. That's one of the forms.
Yeah, male and female form.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Butler and maid.
Hmm.
This is
God,
a Gen 8. I forgot it existed, and I don't like it.
Now, I will say, I also don't like it. But, and also forgot it existed. But I will say, for a butler / maid Pokemon to have a name as on the nose as Indeedee, kind of a solid pun. Other than that, I will give this Pokemon no other respite, because that is the only thing I can find that I really enjoy about it.
Yeah, I'm even going to throw a little shade at it because this is a psychic normal type. Why you got to add normal onto that?
Also, clearly, if we go back to my old episode, which was decades ago at this point, I always say I never like when, with rare exception, I never like when a Pokemon's type is not clearly delineated by its character. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if they throw out an all green Pokemon, and it's like, if this thing isn't grass or poison, I'm going to be so annoyed. You know what I mean? Like, if this is my first time running into it and I can't kind of suss out what it is, I'm probably going to have a bad time. And this thing screams dark to me. Psychic, all right, I'll give it a pass. But again, it's just not. Nothing about this is helping its cause. That's basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I can see dark. I can see psychic. I can see ghost. Those are what it screams. Maybe even poison, but then it needs like to be puking up something or something, you know. But I will say psychic normal, not the worst typing I've ever heard in terms of adding normal to a type, because it does block ghost super effectiveness, and it only makes fighting normally effective, so it's okay. But still,
yeah, still annoying. And you know what? I could even get the normal typing if this was a very early Pokemon. Like if this sat somewhere like you might find a Rattata, kind of deal. But I don't think that's the case. I think you find this a little bit later on, because this doesn't evolve into or from anything.
I don't think I ever found one. Probably some rich person gives it to you. Some slave trading.
Also, that butler has a terrible expression. It just looks pissed off. It does not want to be here.
I like the idea too that this butler hates you being there. This butler's gonna poison your cocktail that it serves you for sure. Also, croissant ears. None of this is working for me. This is
500s, I think.
Yeah. Now, it's not straight up offensive like some of these at the bottom.
Yes, that's true.
Well, here we go. Here's our friend Flapple at 507. We think a little better, a little worse.
I think a little worse.
Okay.
But then it gets really hard to go below Arctovich. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go right in the middle there.
I'd be good with that.
Yeah, that's okay by me. It is so hard to pass by those split and recombined
fossil things.
Fossil Pokemon. Oh god.
Not a fan.
What did the lore for this say? Just that it's a butler? We didn't read it.
This is the emotion Pokemon. So it uses it uses the horns on its head to sense the emotions of others. Males will act as valets for those they serve, looking after their every need. Females are particularly good at babysitting, and positive emotions are the source of its strength.
Well, that one's not very strong over there. This one's a little stronger. It's
Woo! All right. Well, I guess thanks for coming on, Indeedee. You can just head out. That's fine.
Yeah.
We don't need to say anything.
Next on the list, we've got Empoleon.
Yes.
Ooh, great one in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, this is a
You
good
were not
mon.
kidding about the roller coaster here. Jesus.
Highs and lows. You know what? It's
This is a freaking metal penguin with a trident for a face. There's nothing bad about this Pokemon. This is the best Pokemon. I mean, not the best. It's not number one, but it is really amazing.
if I could nitpick the tiniest bit, it weirds me out that he's got fingers coming from the inside of his flapper wings. But that really feels like a nitpick on what is otherwise just like a 10 out of 10 design. This thing is phenomenal. And even like the little rufflet design built into it's not just like a white patch. They have little circles built in for little rufflets. Like, it's so good.
Hard agree to all of it. I mean, it not only evolves from super adorable and great Pokemon, this design is so inspired, so good. It makes it feel like, you know, you've made a jump in your journey when you get this Pokemon, like Emperor Penguin with literally like, you know, War Emperor attire. It's great. Absolutely great.
So
and the Pokemon I picked in the game, so it has a little soft spot in my heart too.
Yep. Also, the Pokemon I picked in the game, the Pokemon I will be picking in a month.
I think I'm in the same boat, probably. Yeah.
I mean, it's the Pokemon I picked for the run of Platinum I'm doing for the stream right now.
Nice.
It won the vote.
It did win the vote. Chris was so happy.
I was so happy. I made my brother vote. He didn't even want to vote for it. He voted for Infernape, and I was like, look, Infernape's not winning. Just vote for Empoleon, you fool. You cannot have a Torterra.
Okay. So again, going by, I like my analogy here. Gyarados letting this guy in the club.
Oh yeah.
I would say definitively. I would say they have a handshake to the point where he gets in the club so often they know each other at the door, you know? He's not waiting in line.
Like Gyarados sees him walking up, he's like, Leon! He's got a nickname for him.
Leon.
I love that. Oh, that's going to be a fan fiction I'm writing now.
Empoleon taking on Resident Evil 4. Imagine that. I'm looking at Blastoise at number 15, and I would go above Blastoise.
Whoa!
Wow.
All right. Now I got to get my game face on here, because let's see. I'm so hard trying to remove nostalgia from the thing, because Blastoise is just like my boy, you know? Oh man. But like design wise, it's really tough to argue that this guy isn't better than Blastoise. Because I think he like on paper, if they were both the same gen, this guy's better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay.
It's big.
Which hurts a little bit to say, but
it does. It truly does.
So are we going any higher from there? I would go higher, but you guys, let's talk it over one at a time. Gigantamax Gengar.
I gotta refresh myself on specifically Gigantamax Gengar. Let me see.
Yeah,
this.
he looks like a funhouse.
I'm good with going above. Yeah.
Maybe one above or one below. I don't know if, because 13 is Charmander. Oh, would I be okay with it beating 2 starters from Gen 1? It's not going past 12. I'm putting my foot down there. But I would be happy anywhere in that kind of range. That's my say, at least.
Okay. I will put him directly under Bob's foot at number 13. I would be okay with that.
I think Haunter is maybe one step cooler than this guy. I mean, I love it, but there's a beautiful simplicity to Haunter that's that really holds up, I think.
I think Chris knows by this point that anything that puts down the Charmander through Charizard line, I'm generally okay with. And not because I hate them. I just think they're overrated. They get more love than they really deserve compared to Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, and Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur.
All right. I mean, I could see that. You're just mad you didn't keep your first edition Charizard from back in the day and could buy a house with it now.
It's my secret, Bob. God, I told you that in confidence.
We didn't read any lore for this guy. We should maybe read something.
Oh,
anything
true.
Cool?
Yeah, definitely. So the trident spikes grow off of its beak. Whoever has the largest horns is the leader. This Pokemon swims as fast as a jet boat. And if anyone were to hurt its pride, it would slash them with wings that can cleave through an ice flow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
Brutal. Great job, Empoleon. Just lovely, really. Next on the list, we've got Mega Pidget. Pidgeot. It's Pidgeot, I know.
Pidget.
Pidget.
This is a good mon.
Yeah, I like this a
This
lot.
is a good mon.
I like it more than OG Pidget.
Oh,
We're all just gonna say Pidget now.
I was about to say, I don't know if I do. I still really like this design, but I don't know.
I think I like it more than regular Pidgeot by a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's trimmed down its hair a little bit. It was getting a little too long, so he trimmed it down a bit, and he added some more color. Some more color to his color palette. The pink and blue really works well together on his tail there. Love it.
That's true. Colors are really nice. Kind of reminds me of Talonflame just a little bit, also. The kind of color choices.
Yeah. And I like the crazy in his eyes compared to.
It's a little bit more of an X factor. Yeah. Now, I was going to say, where is Pidgeot on the list currently?
Pretty high. Number
boy.
60.
Wow.
As we are Pidgeot stands here.
It's true.
I'm okay with it being a little higher. I fully get where you guys are coming from. If it's better than Pidgeot, it's better than Pidgeot.
Is there any lore specifically for Mega? Usually have some lore about being tortured souls.
We've got one entry, exactly one. It's the same entry in both Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee for Mega Pidgeot. With its muscular strength now greatly increased, it can fly continuously for 2 weeks without resting.
Wow. That ain't bad.
Pretty good.
It's not being tortured like most Mega Evolutions. This Pokemon's existence as torture is basically most Mega Evolution description.
If you look into this Pokemon's eyes, you can tell it's here to torture us.
Yeah.
Or its opponent. Not.
So we're going above Pidgeot at 60. I think we go above Victini. I don't think we go above Honchkrow.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
I was looking 2 up and going, if they were going to slight my boy Gliscor, we might have had a problem. But I'm very happy with the placement here.
Yeah, because this doesn't do a whole heck of a lot to differentiate itself from Pidgeot. It is one of those megas where it's not super different, but I think it does enough, and it does. Pidgeot, we've been with Pidgeot for so long, so getting a bit of a fresh take, getting some refreshed colors with systems that have the ability to display more color, really does a lot for Pidgeot with the Mega variant. So a new 59 for Mega Pidgeot. Great job. You haven't landed the whole time, and I'm sure you're just going to fly right out of here. Next on the list, we've got Vigoroth, who is a Pokemon.
You about to catch those claws, Ryan. Better be careful.
This Pokemon sticks out as this is one of the weirdest middle stages to me, because you have slack off the first form, and slacking the second. The 2 Pokemon built around being I mean, my spirit animals just lazy, do nothing. They have the loaf around ability, and then stuck in the middle, Vigoroth.
Yeah,
Who,
I think the chain overall is an interesting representation of sloths because they're supposedly like really powerful, right? And can be vicious. They're just lazy most of the time.
yeah, that's not the problem for me. The problem is just how it goes from like small brown thing that is pretty lazy, white and red, extremely different design, way more hyper, back to lazy brown thing. Like it feels so out of place in the other two evolutions, like design wise. And they call it a wild monkey, not a sloth. This is the wild monkey Pokemon.
Now, I will say, I don't feel too strongly about this thing in either direction. But Ryan's argument is pretty solid. I think if the actual character, art looked the same for all three, but it had that persona change from lazy to energy to lazy, that might be a fun kind of gimmick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the fact that it changes up so much, almost like a Caterpie Metapod Butterfree thing, kind of, sort of. But like that one just made more natural sense. Yeah, it seems like this just has like a rebellious teen years, and then it just figures out that I'm just better off lazy and
stops dyeing its hair.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, this is the best version. Like, and weirdly, even though it's the middle evolution, it is the best Pokemon in this line, I think, in terms of usefulness. Just because slacks off every other turn, even though he's got huge power. Like 99% of the time, you're not even going to get a move in. Whereas Vigoroth, pretty powerful for a middle stage. But I think I agree in terms of design. It's odd.
I do think, all that said, I don't think this is like a 400 or a 500 Pokemon.
No.
I don't think this is that bad. I just don't know that it's cracking the 200s.
I think that's fair.
Or the 250s.
Yeah, I think, below half or just above half seems about appropriate.
It's definitely not better than Goodra, though, who we've slighted down to 419.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going that low.
No, but we can't insult Vigoroth's name just because Goodra got wrecked.
Just because Goodra.
Bob, was that you and I who were displeased with the fact we were going to be hugged by
on that
Goo?
episode?
I think so.
Oh, you monster.
It's literal
Chris has been cursing your name. Yeah, thank you.
Do
you know how many guests we've had on the show that are like, why is Goodra at 400 and something? What's happening? Three, Bob. No.
Let's see here.
So yeah, probably in the 300s. But what else do we compare it to?
That is a great question. Poliwrath at 344.
Poliwrath's better.
I'd say Poliwrath is better. Because, yeah, Dugong is right above them. I think Dugong is a little better than this guy.
Yeah. How do we feel about Kangaskhan at 362?
I like Kangaskhan better.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And further down the list we go. Maybe we are getting into Goodra territory here. Maybe. All right. How about straight up Magdamite? 376.
Interesting.
I think I like Magdamite more.
I think I do too.
Think that's fair.
We go further down the list, even more so.
Pyroar, 389. It was just a lion, but with a fire mane.
I like this more than Pyroar. And Watchog at 387.
Talos, Starly. Yeah, I think somewhere in the 380s. Yeah.
Oh yeah, better than Watchog. I wish I didn't look that up again. That Pokemon disturbs me. It really does.
Wow, I gotta remember what this thing is.
It's the eyes.
He's the one who stands up. Yeah,
Yeah.
bad. It's like tweaking out on something. I don't know
Yes.
what he's doing.
How do we feel about between Drapion and Fletchling?
You're telling me this thing's better than a Volbeat at 382?
Yes.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
At the very least, I had to get it above Gorbis. Ugh.
Corvus is not great.
All right, Vigoroth. I'm reading your charts here, and it says your heartbeat is so fast and blood so agitated you can't sit still for 1 second. So we're going to need to put you on some Crestor and some other heart medication so you calm down, sir. You can pick up your prescription at Walgreens. Next on the list, we've got Burrit.
Aw.
Adorable.
Who's adorable.
That's about all. That's all it's got going for it, though. It is adorable, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Short little stubby arms and legs. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. A tail fatter than its body.
I mean, listen, did this thing get a lot of play from me? No, it's the normal type at the beginning of the game. You catch, you maybe get through a gym or two, and then hey, sorry, goes right in the box.
Yeah.
Like, good, but not great.
Yeah, not great. I mean, it has its utility early game, and I'm sure this thing can learn some HMs.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a cut. Might even be a strength if you're lucky.
Oh, the shiny is pink. Oh, I love the shiny. I didn't know that. Adorable.
That's season 2 of this show. Ranking of shinies.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, looking at the list, what's a pretty clean comparison here?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be somewhere like smack dab in the middle. I had to guess.
That's
where I'm looking.
Well, we got Sentret at 283. Its first form.
Oh, well, this is better than Sentret. Never mind.
Yeah.
Does it have any lore? I could convince
Let's
us sometime?
see here. There is no telling where the tail begins. Despite its short legs, it is quick at hunting Rattata.
Oh.
It makes a nest to suit its long and skinny body. The nest is impossible to enter for other Pokemon. The mother puts its offspring to sleep by curling up around them. Adorable.
Caring.
Motherly, even. It's those are the big hits across all the generations.
I would say it's definitely better than Sentret.
Yeah.
Couple spots up. Is it better than a Blossom?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
So either the only one in between the two are Sandygast.
Yeah, we can go above Sandygast. That's fine.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Which one's Sandygast again? I think
it's
I'm
the
okay with
sandcastle that you hate.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, for it. Thank you very much for being. Oh, guys, it's a ferret. It just pooped in the room as it left. Okay, great. I'm gonna clean that up after the show.
Gotta get those pellets, man.
Next on the list, we've got Neato Queen.
Yeah,
good stuff.
Neato Queen's cool.
Not a big fan of any of the Nidos, but as far as the Nidos go, this is the second best one. So
I will agree with you there. Neato King takes the cake in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially shiny Neato King. Slept on shiny. It's real good. Neato Queen though, pretty dang good.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Neato Queen shiny.
I don't know what Neato Queen shiny looks like actually. Let me.
The blue is like an olive green, and then the neutral tone is like hot pink.
Yeah, it's almost. Yeah, especially because on that version of Neato Queen, yeah, the neutral color is more flesh toned, which also gives it very strange connotations. But this Neato Queen vanilla.
Vanilla. This is blueberries and vanilla, clearly, Bob.
I mean, listen, good, but this isn't definitely not getting in the club.
No. I think
I don't even
get without her.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing out numbers. Maybe top half. Maybe. I don't feel super strongly about Neato Queen, but my gut tells me I like them. I love that they're an evolutionary stone, old moon stone, getting some use, criminally underused stone.
Well, right at the halfway mark, we have Breloom right now.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And we just ranked at the top of this episode.
My nostalgia goggles off. Neato Queen's probably not quite as good as Breloom. I mean, she doesn't even have extendy arms.
Yeah, what are you doing?
These arms could extend 3 centimeters, Bob. We don't know. I was going to say I think I like this a little bit more than Breloom.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'd just even say that.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
So around the Breloom category,
yes.
Or the Breloom rank, I'm okay with. Which is basically where we were for Furret anyway. Is this thing better or worse than Furret?
I think this is better than Furret.
I can live with that.
I'm okay with that. I think Blossom's maybe a hair better though. More fun design,
I like that.
I can live with it
a lot.
So Furret and Neato Queen, new roommates right next to each other in the middle there.
Can't wait for that TV show.
Better not step on the toes of my Empoleon Gyarados situational comedy. I'm right.
Yours is going to air on ABC. Mine's coming on the CW.
Okay. Right. Yours is like a high school drama on the CW.
Yeah. And it's terrible, but it runs for 12 seasons.
Yeah.
All right, Neato Queen, thank you very much. We didn't even read any lore. Armored Pokemon, hard scales. This is a scaly Pokemon. So many times. All right, next on the list, we've got Gigantamax Charizard. Yeah.
Jeez, Charizard hater.
Harsh. This is a cool mod.
Yeah, this is cool.
How's it gonna fly with fire wings?
Oh.
Have you heard of a Moltres?
Got him.
What's a Moltres?
Also, why does this thing need to fly? It's probably like 10 stories tall.
Because it's a Charizard.
If we're using the Gyarados analogy, I mean, how's Gyarados stopping this thing at the club door,
That's fair. This thing knows somebody in the kitchen at the club, and he's sneaking right through the back.
No, I think I like this more than Mega Charizard Y, but less than X.
Oh, definitely less than X.
So
Blue
where
Flames.
does that put it? Where's X?
X is like number 3. Where's Y?
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep. Yeah, where is Y? Y is 374.
Let's hit the range.
Somewhere between
Perfect range. Go right in the middle, 140s.
Where do we have OG Charizard? 24.
Probably too high.
I like this more than OG Charizard, but I'm probably low on it.
I kind of do too. Again, there is a beautiful simplicity to regular Charizard, but this thing is just a beast, you know?
Cannot contain its flames any longer. Is there a Gigantamax specific Pokedex entry?
Let me find.
Contains the dreams of a shattered ghost or something like that, probably.
This colossal flame-winged figure of a Charizard was brought about by Gigantamax energy. How is that a Pokedex entry? That's just like a fact sword. Doesn't feel like insightful information. The flame inside its body burns hotter than 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit. When Charizard roars, that temperature climbs even higher.
Okay. So, fire is hot. Thank you, Pokedex.
Yep. Good job, Pokedex. No, I think this is better than regular Charizard.
And I think that's it. Mega Sizor is really cool.
Yeah. And then, getting to Blaziken territory, I'm not going to say this thing is better than that.
Yeah, I mean, if someone wanted to fight for Sizor or for an ape, I would definitely have put my foot down at Blaziken.
That seems fair.
But yeah, a new number 24, Gigantamax Charizard. I think we are... No, wait, we still have Charmeleon to rank sometime, don't we?
Yeah.
I gotta talk about you one more time. All right, next. Next on the list, we've got Rampardos.
Ooh.
Who is okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Needs to see a chiropractor.
Somebody at the Pokemon company said, Headbutt needs a exclusive Pokemon for it. And I said, okay. And then,
we'll let Jerry design it.
Jerry he loves drawing things with scoliosis, so this is going to be good.
Remember when this guy ran into a car in Jurassic Park 2? That was pretty cool. I want a cut of every Jurassic Park with just the Pokemon replacements for each dinosaur.
That actually, okay, that's pretty good. I'd
or
watch
like
that.
The classic scenes of the T-Rex roar, but replace them with like the Game Boy sound effects of Charizard or Aerodactyl.
Yes, somebody make that.
Yeah, in terms of fossil Pokemon, it's like right in the middle. I think it's better than the alternative here. It was like the Triceratops one that was Steel and Rock. I don't remember its name.
Yeah, what is the typing on this guy? Rock and
just Rock, I think.
Okay. Yeah, just Rock.
Rock. Just kind of,
he's rocking out.
He's right. That's why he's got those metal knee pads and.
Yeah, definitely better than Bastiodon, its fossil compatriot.
Yeah, I used the Bastiodon because I used Tinky teams, but I didn't love the design or anything. It just worked well on that team.
I mean, Bastiodon literally has a wall for a face. Just
I couldn't remember who Bastiodon was for a second, and then wall face. Yeah.
That said, Bastiodon not on the list yet, so
yeah.
I mean, can we agree bottom half?
I think so.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this isn't anywhere near as bad as the combination fossils.
No.
Yeah, no.
I don't think it's anywhere that low. But it's probably... Yeah, I think we're thinking the same spot. Like between 300 and 350, I'm guessing, probably.
That's about where I was looking. Yeah. Well, I like Poliwrath. Better, worse. Just as a marker, because Poliwrath is what, 347? Just to see kind of where we're looking in that range.
I think I like this more than Poliwrath.
I can go for that.
Because realistically, it's not a bad design, but just gameplay wise, it's just boring.
It's
Right?
a little
Like,
bland.
like pure rock type doesn't really do much for me.
Yeah.
It's a standard kind of fossil moveset. But like design wise, it ain't bad. It's like a dinosaur football player, I guess. He's all right.
Yeah, it's just, they seasoned this Pokemon with salt instead of. I think it's got to stay below Crobat at 333.
That's true. I agree.
I think maybe a little.
Fampy.
I like a Lowland Graveler too, right below him.
All right, fair.
I'd go below Gigantamax Corviknight.
I would too.
I'm okay with it. Yep.
Maybe above Gigantamax Alchemy, the cake.
I mean, that thing does shoot 1,000 kilocalorie missiles at people.
That's pretty cool.
I'm okay with between those two, though.
I concur.
Let's do it.
All right. There we go. Rampardosanu, 337. Great job. Just, great. Put a hole in my wall on the way out. Lovely.
Did he step in the shit on his way out as well?
I hope not. That's going to be a mess to get out of the carpet.
He headbutted it, in fact. It's not good.
Next up, we've got Spupa, which I don't really like this name.
Yeah, the name does not seem anything like the Pokemon and is really gross.
Yeah.
Spoopa is something that I see like trending on Twitter, and I don't know what it is or why people are saying it, or if it's slang that I don't understand. Yeah. But at least it has this knockout design that just is so captivating. No, I'm not a huge fan of this.
It's weird.
It's got those big anime eyes, though, Bob.
With square pupils.
Square pupils is pretty cool. What are they even going for? Like, it's a bug, right? But I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, I can't even tell what's happening. Like, is it shedding? What is the...
It looks like it should be like a ghost. Like, those are like, that's Casper on the bottom, but it's not a ghost. It's just a bug, and I don't know what they're trying to convey with this design.
Spupa is based on the pupa stage of a butterfly.
Oh, is that what that looks like? I don't know.
Okay. I even had to look this up because I truly didn't remember this. This is the Metapod for Gen 6. So it's Scatterbug.
That's right.
Which is just Kirkland brand Caterpie all the way. Into Spupa, into Vivillon. I'm not sure how to pronounce that properly. Vivillon?
Vivillon, I think.
I've never said that out loud. And I like Vivillon or Vivillon, but this thing, it needs more time to gestate. There's nothing happening here for me.
I don't want to think about Spupa and gestation in the same sentence, Bob.
You said Scatterbug was the first evolution, right?
Correct.
Okay, we do have that on the list at 352, and I think that's better.
Yeah. This is going down.
Yeah, I think this might be 400 territory for me.
I think it might be 500 territory. The fact that we had to look it up to know what this is, like you can visually tell from looking at it what they're trying to convey to you, is really bad.
That's an excellent point. Even because literally, like, if you had said this was a bug Pokemon, I would have went, yeah, probably. If you had said this was a ghost type, I would have said, all right, maybe. If you had said this was a dark normal, I would have been like, all right, sure.
If you had said this was a dragon, I guess.
Like a first stage dragon, maybe.
Yeah.
There's just very little happening here.
This could even be a ground type.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be maybe it's God. Number 1. Let's go.
This is Arceus. This is Arceus in disguise.
I'm looking the
All right.
500s. I really
Yeah,
don't like it.
You've convinced me. Yeah. I love how low Gigantamax Flapple is on here. That's very funny. 512 for the record. I mean, at least Flapple is more interesting than this. Like, it's dumb, but like this thing just has nothing happening. The square pupils are the most interesting part, and then nothing else is happening.
Yeah. How do we feel about Binacle compared to this?
That's another one that's kind of hard to tell what they're going for.
I can only
Unless
tell
you
because
know
of
what
the
it
name.
is. Yeah.
Like without the name of Binacle, I would be totally lost.
I say this goes below.
Okay.
I agree.
Girder. Good old veiny boy.
I mean, I still kind of like him more. I still like Girder a little more than this thing.
Yeah, I think, man, I'm looking at like the bottom 10.
I'm even looking at like Voltorb at 528. I'm like, I like Voltorb better. Like Voltorb's literally just a Pokeball with eyes, and it's still better.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can look at that thing and say that's a Pokeball with eyes.
Yeah. All right, let's go right to the bottom here.
Below Zubat, below Nincada, below Alchemy.
Which one's Alchemy?
Which flavor did you have?
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
27 different flavors. Spin around for 5 seconds between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. for
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even go for it.
Dracovich, the ugliest of the mashed together fossils.
I can't believe you're making me look this Pokemon up again. I've blacked it out. I can't even think of what it looks like.
That's bad.
Oh God.
All right, maybe Spupa is better than Dracovich because once we go lower than that, Bruxish is like offensive to the eyes.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we're really in that territory at this point, and I mean, Spupa's not that bad.
It's bad because it's nothing, but like, once we hit Bruxish and Dracovich territory, like those are just offensively bad.
Yeah, like I want to immediately close the tab when I search those Pokemon. Need to go to the eye bleach subreddit after seeing those Pokemon. All right, Spupa, get an identity. Yeah. Figure yourself out. Come on back later on.
Figure it out, man. Buy some band t-shirts and just go nuts.
Next on the list, we've got Circuitry.
Boy.
Another Ultra Beast.
Oh, I couldn't even remember what this thing was. Yes.
Yeah, we wish we didn't have to remember what these things were.
This kind of reminds me of the bad guy from the first season of Stranger Things. Like the
Demigorgon. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I don't know. He's wires with sockets, but the sockets are like bending at the ends, and then he's got frayed. What do you call it? I guess wires at the end of his arms.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a spike.
Since Ultra Beasts always have very clearly defined types, this is obviously actually electric type.
Okay.
You scared the shit out of me.
I thought you were gonna say like psychic and steel, and I would have been like, "You son of a gun." I don't know. It feels like they went for something here, right? Like they tried, but I think it was a try and a miss.
Did they try, or was it like Friday at like 4:30? They're like, we need four
like,
more Ultra Beasts, and they're just scanning the room like extension cord Pokemon.
You know what? You might be. Maybe I'm giving this thing more credit than it's worth. And it's like Starhead really doesn't do it any favors. Like lack of eyes, lack of mouth. Like that doesn't. It's not helping. I don't think.
Yeah. Now, if it like a bigger Pokemon, a Gigantamax, grab this thing and use it as a mace, then he'd be pretty cool. But that's about the only situation.
This thing is 12 and a half feet tall.
Jeez.
Slenderman.
Slenderman. Electric type Slenderman.
So we're looking 400s or 500s?
Somewhere in there.
Where has Naganadel ended up?
Too high.
That's true. God bless you, Quokembo. 322 is where Naganadel is. Where did Guzzlord end up? Wasn't that was higher, right?
Higher, yeah.
The design for that is at least good, even if the name is awful.
Well, here's the analogy I'm going to use. The bottom, just like Gyarados is guarding the top 100 club, I'm going to put Tangela in charge of the bottom 50-ish right now. Is Tangela going to let this thing walk? Oh, God, I had a tab with Dracovich open. God, that scared me. That genuinely gave me a chill. Is Tangela letting this thing into the bad club? Because that's.
I think he would.
I think he probably is gonna.
Yeah. He's probably gonna look at it and be like, "My electric brother."
Well, here we go. We got let's Mudbray.
A literal ass? Is he better or worse?
Again, I want to give this thing creativity points, but it just is failing on so many regards. It's tough to do that.
Thinking about the not looking at it, thinking about the name alone, like hiding it from my screen. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we could give it some creativity points. And I look at it, I'm like, but it's an extension cord.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm just putting it together. Those little, I thought they were like leaves or something. Those are like the little zip ties you put around wire management for your PC, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay. This thing has to drop a couple more spots. Then. I thought it was better than Mudbray, and now that I'm looking at that for what it is, it's worse.
The fact that looking at this Pokemon makes you have to think about cable management, one of the worst things in the world.
Yeah, definitely worse.
Dracozolt, 518.
Boy,
don't Google it. Don't do it. Don't do it yourself.
It's not Dracovich.
It's ugly, but I think
I'd go lower.
Yeah, I think I like Dracozolt better.
Yep, I think that's fair. Voltorb, our next electric. Yeah.
It's like the opposite of Voltorb in terms of design, because Voltorb is just like one idea, simple but dumb, but perfected. It's like a perfect dumb idea, right? Mm-hmm. This guy is so convoluted, but equally as dumb.
You know what the difference is?
100 more man hours to make, but it's still just as dumb at the end.
Voltorb was a 5-minute idea.
Yeah, exactly.
They nailed. And this was a 5-hour endeavor between 10 people. That they had to think that hard to get this dumb to achieve.
And you know what? If Tangela's guarding the bottom 50 here, Big Brother Tangrowth's guarding the bottom 20. Does Tangrowth let this guy in? I think he lets him in.
I think he does too.
Yeah.
So I'm not finding one that I like more so far.
Again, I just came right up to Dracovich and then was like, this is still better than Dracovich.
Yes.
I'd go above Speedbutt too. And maybe that's it.
Wow. I know I don't want to search Alchemy again. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I'm talking myself out of it. This thing is so dumb. The zip ties really just threw me for a loop because that's so bad.
Yeah. No, I'm okay with a new 547 for Circuitry. You know what you should have done, Circuitry, is get the little Velcro ties. All right. That would have looked much cleaner if you're really going for cable management. Next on the list, we've got
after the fact. It's great.
Exactly. And you know, when you inevitably add more cables, you can undo them
Instead of cutting the thing.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we've got Janmega, who is strangely enough not a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, long before Mega Evolutions. Well, I guess just one gen, right? But still. 2 gens?
Yeah.
When did Megas come
Gen
in?
4.
Yeah, when did Megas come in? 5 or 6?
6.
Okay.
So I think it was 6, yeah. And well, I guess really the real original non-Mega Mega was Meganium.
It's true.
Started with Mega, yeah. I mean, I like.
Yeah, I think he's
like
pretty
this
cool.
mod. Yeah.
Who doesn't like dragonflies?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't, but this guy's cool.
I don't think he's, Gyarados ain't letting him in the club cool.
Oh, no.
But he's cool.
No,
Yeah.
I think this guy's trying every week at the club still. He looks like he really wants in, but
He thinks he's that cool. He buys all the same magazines that the top 100 Pokemon buy. He goes to the same salons, but yeah, he's really just a follower.
yeah.
But I'm still willing to say top half.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think in the 200s probably somewhere.
Because doesn't he have a cool type combo?
Bug and flying.
Is it just bug? I thought there was steel or something thrown in there. Maybe I'm totally off.
Yeah, this is another one of those Pokemon. There's a few of these that are in New Pokemon Snap, but they just like don't do anything. Like there's supposed to be 4 different photos of this Pokemon, but they're all basically the same. It's just flying over water.
Flying real fast, landing for a second.
Yeah.
That's kind of his whole deal.
Like the Japanese name for this Pokemon is just Mega Yanma.
Ooh. That's pretty good. Any interesting lore or anything?
I love that its jaw power is incredible. It is adept at biting foes apart while flying by at high speeds.
That ain't bad.
It's kind of cool. I'm imagining like the classic anime sword fight scene where the guy slashes through the other guy and then it flashes and then he falls. But with the Yanmega in his teeth.
Yeah, Janmega, and then bite chunks missing from this person's body.
That would be pretty sick. Let's see.
Yeah.
What do we have any good comparisons?
Yeah, what kind of bugs do we have in here?
What do we feel about like compared to Combuskin, say at 224? I don't think we had this secondary goal the first time we had Bob around.
No. That's the only reason you brought this up. But
This is the only reason. Bob, have you seen Combuskin as an adult?
as an adult man.
As an adult?
Yeah.
The chicken bird Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yes, look at him.
Did I Google this?
Look at him and then remove his arms and his legs.
And yeah.
What? Wait, what? What's happening here? I'm staring at a Combuskin. This is bizarre.
So like mentally take the arms away.
Okay.
And then the feet and legs. Not the round part of the legs, just like the little chicken.
Ah.
Got
it now. Listen, that's a Freudian thing. It just happens.
My mother looks nothing like a Combuskin, sir. I'll have you.
I mean, Despite the hesitation, I would say Kabuskin with arms and legs is probably a little better.
Yeah, I think I agree.
Yeah.
How about Magikarp? There's a comparison. I like Magikarp more. Magikarp's iconic, has his own game that is great.
Yeah.
Agreed.
You didn't see Janmega with a game. Greedent, 251.
Greedent.
The chubby squirrel from Sword and Shield.
Oh, right.
This is better. I hate that thing. I didn't want it that high to begin with.
Yeah, I think it's probably a little better.
I think that's fair.
Okay, we got ourselves a little bit of a range here.
So between 251 and 241.
Like it more than Monferno. We got Bulbasaur there. I like it more than Bulbasaur, but I'm a Bulbasaur hater.
I'll give you one or two above Bulbasaur, but it ain't passing Girafarig.
Okay.
I think Girafarig is a little more interesting than this thing.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. Fair. Above why not though? I like it above.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
A new 248 Janmega. Thank you very much for being for I wonder if this is where they got the idea for the Megamons. This was like 2 generations before they're like, we should just do Mega Evolutions. Next up, we've got Ryhorn.
A classic.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Classic, simple, but still pretty cool.
Yeah. I think he's top half, but I don't know. Like they've redone this design kind of many times and done it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer like Lairon, Aggron.
Yeah, I think those are better than Rhyhorn. Also, this Pokemon only looks good from certain angles. As I'm scrolling through the sprite work in these pictures, at least in my opinion, because it's got a lot of like weird gaps in its shell from the top and from the back, and like the lines flow strangely from behind.
Yeah, so I mean, we've all seen that anime or played that game where like the guy's got the layered armor and you got to stab under his armor. He's like that.
Yeah.
He's like the 14th Colossus in Shadow of the Colossus, the one you have to like jump on its back.
Now, what does this thing look like without the armor? Is the question. What is the flesh under that rock?
It's just eyes.
Like an Assassin's Creed glitch. It's just there.
Pokemon Unity.
It's Unite, sir. And Rhyhorn's not in there.
Just making Assassin's Creed Unity joke because that was the glitchy one.
That was the only glitchy one?
That was the most glitchy one.
Yeah. I googled Rhyhorn without armor, and I got just a picture of a rhino. So I guess you ask.
I guess that's fair.
You ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer back. So fair game, Google. Yeah, I would say top half to just barely bottom half. I like the argument that it's iconic because it was early, but they've done this better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do we have Pokedex entries first?
Oh,
there's a lot because it has been in every generation. Its massive bones are 1,000 times harder than human bones. They're very strong, but I love a Pokemon with a one-track mind. Once it charges, it won't stop running until it falls asleep.
Good on it.
Sounds very hard to fight with. Hey, attack that thing. Misses, just bye. Guess I'll send out the next Pokemon.
Hey, where are you going?
How about compared to Neato Queen that we just ranked earlier?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I think this might be for me, I think it might be a little better.
I think I agree.
Yeah, I think this goes at least a couple spots above Neato Queen.
Probably not many, but yeah.
Yeah, a
Well,
handful.
We go back to our friend Breloom. Just a couple spots higher.
I think I like Breloom more.
Same.
Maybe up just above Swablu. That would put it 279, I believe. Or no, 280.
Yeah, I like between Gigantamax, Tentacruel, and Swablu. I like that spot.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. A new 280 for Ryhorn. Great job. Walk out of this house, please. Don't destroy the place running out of here. You're not in that much of a rush to catch your flight. I booked you with plenty of time. Next on the list, we've got Mr. Rhyme.
Oh, baby.
Now this
is good.
Is a solid mon. Yes.
I like this guy.
This is a good mon. I'm not gonna lie though, when you sent this list over, I said, wait, is this a typo? Because I thought this thing was just called Galarian Mr. Mime.
There is a Galarian Mr. Mime. This is the evolution.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's what I had to. I totally forgot about that. Mr. Rhyme is just a totally separate character.
Yeah.
To be fair, Bob,
Okay.
Google thought this was a typo. Pokemon was starting tonight. Like, are you sure you didn't mean Mr. Mime?
No, I don't want that to count against this guy because I like the design. I like the type combination.
Mhm.
He has a very jaunty little dance, if I remember right.
Yep.
When you encounter him, he has a lot going for him.
Yeah, I like this design. I used one on my most recent run of Sword, and he's also very powerful. Great moveset. I like that he's a tap dancing old gent with a bowler hat, and he's got both his regular face, but then also his chest is like a clown face, and it's adorable.
Man, they went like halfway on this shiny sprite, in my opinion, right? Because we see this and we think old timey tap dancer, and they went with like a grayscale, but they should have just done straight up black and white.
Ooh, yeah, I'm looking at the shiny sprite. It's a little duller, like they just lowered the saturation, like on everything. But yeah, they should have made his at least his mustache just like pure gray. I think that would have been a fun thing.
Yeah. I really like the idea to remove all the color, because then it's like a black and white TV show, and this is like a mime on a TV show that does tap dancing and stuff. It's not terrible. It's not like a bad shiny, but I just think they should have kept turning that dial down. Personally,
yeah,
that's fair. Now, when this old gent tap dances up to the club.
Oh boy,
he comes on Thursday for seniors night. 5 p.m.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't have to pay the cover. He's here before 5.
Yeah, I don't think Gyarados lets him in. He's cool, but I don't think he's that cool.
Yeah, I think he's probably in the hundreds though. Let's maybe into the 2s, but I kind of like this guy.
Well, we've got Wooloo, Houndour, and Moltres at 200, 201, 202.
That's a tough 200s.
Yeah.
Is this guy better than Moltres? Is this guy better than Steelix even, who is up there, 198?
Yeah.
Houndour's pretty cool.
I'll leave it to you guys, because I do like him more than all those, but
I was going to say at the very least, I think this is better than Calyrex at 209. I don't think this goes lower than that.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, and I don't think it's better than Braixen. That's like a hard stop point for me at 185.
Okay. All right.
85. Okay.
We got like a range to work with here.
Well, here's a similar gen at least. Crabrawler, 191. right? I think they were
Mm.
introduced same gen.
One apart, right?
One apart. Okay. Oh yeah, because this is
Yeah.
Sword and Shield.
Mhm.
Right. So how would you compare him to Crab Brawler? A young fighter in his prime versus an old dancing gentleman.
I feel like I'd rather go to a coffee shop with Mr. Rhyme than go to the bar with Crabrawler. Right? You're going to get so many more interesting life story lessons, and just God, it's going to be a good morning.
I like it.
Yeah.
This guy has gusto for life. I think we should reward that. I'm fine with putting him up there. Yeah.
I
So who
like
else is around?
186 right below Brixen.
I'm okay with that. Maybe below Quilava. Quilava's pretty
Oh
cool.
man, I knew
Yeah,
you guys are the same person. I knew I was gonna. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think a 188 is great for Mr. Rhyme. Really good showing. Highly skilled tap dancer. Wave of its cane of ice in time with its graceful movement.
Oh,
I really want to. When's your next tour, Mr. Rhyme? When can we get tickets for the next tour? I want to see that show, some front row seats.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Porygon 2. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure someone looked at the hard lines of Porygon a decade later, and they were like, "We need to smooth this out. We need a Porygon for the 21st century. Now that we're in Gen 2."
it is all right. So I guess this is my cross to bear here. I'm going to defend Porygon 2. I listen. Is he getting into the club? I don't think so. But here's my case. I like that. I think this Pokemon is kind of like literally a commentary on aesthetics from the 90s into the 2000s. Like literally 90s, like, everything's radical and cool and cutting edge, and literally just like real harsh lines. And then as soon as like 2000, everything was like, now we have to make everything look like we think the future is going to look like, which is Porygon 2.
Yeah.
So the fact that they actually did that in Pokemon is kind of cool.
Yeah, and then Porygon Z just completely went crazy and killed everybody manipulating him from it.
Yes. Porygon Z is like Facebook changing to Meta. Just nothing makes any sense.
I forgot about Porygon Z.
It's the best. It's just like Porygon 2 broken apart with crazy eyes.
Yeah. No, I don't hate Porygon 2, but you're right. That is exact, and I love it for that reason. That, like, we made this one in the 90s and this one in the 2000s. You'll never figure it out.
Now, I will say, maybe, at least in my opinion, it might be docked a couple of spots because the name just, I don't know, anything you couldn't. Again, I know what they were going for, but, like, the sequel to the technology, before iPhone, they kind of were like, okay, every incremental technology upgrade is just blank 2. But I don't know. It still never quite hit with me. Like Porygon 2, that's the best they can do. They're so clever with the names, and Porygon 2 just kind of fell flat for me.
I feel like they could have done Porygon version like VER 2 or
that would have been huge.
Or like 1.2, or if they did Porygon 3 instead of Porygon Z.
Yeah, if it followed the convention throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this guy. I don't know. He's fine, I guess.
Yeah. I like original Porygon, to be fair. I'm a big Porygon head, I guess. But Porygon 2 is cool in concept, but I think it sticks the landing fine.
Yeah, I think the Porygon line is like one of a handful of Pokemon, or it used to be anyway, that could learn Tri-Attack, right? Which I remember being a really cool move.
Yeah, that was its like. I think it was its signature. No, a couple other Pokemon learned it, but it felt like a signature move in the first gen, at least.
Yeah.
For Porygon. I would say top half, but I'm completely open to that discussion. I'm not 100% sold on it. Like I said, there's a lot of pros and a lot of cons here, so it kind of depends where you guys want to fall on it.
Did we read Pokedex entries? This is just this thing was made.
So Porygon 2 was created by humans using the power of science. The man-made Pokemon has been endowed with artificial intelligence that enables it to learn new gestures and emotions on its own. It was upgraded to enable the exploration of other planets. However, it failed to measure up because it can't fly. And in Shield, after artificial intelligence was implemented in Porygon 2, the Pokemon began using a strange language that only other Porygon 2 understand.
Whoa.
Damn, we got an Android uprising coming.
A T2 Terminator 2, but just with Porygons.
That sounds great.
All right. Is Porygon 1, I don't think is on this list, right?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we've got any kind of Porygon.
This is such a tough comparison to make to other things.
Yeah, to anything. Cast Form. Where's Cast Form? We have him on him.
Ooh.
Truck Nuts?
Yeah, Truck Nuts. It's better than Cast Form, for sure. That's at 444. Yeah, it's a lot better than that.
Well, let's see. Somewhere in the middle-ish. Who? Okay. Tentacruel is 298.
I think I'd take this over at Tentacruel.
I think I might take Tentacruel over. That's up to you, Bob.
I'm the one defending this Pokemon, and I think Tentacruel might be cooler. So, yeah, I think somewhere right around there. Maybe top half was being a bit too ambitious. Again, I would love to see a video essay. Jacob Geller, get on it about the evolution of Porygons and how it relates back to cultural technology shifts and all that jazz. But for the game itself, listen, it's a normal type. What are we going to do? Yeah, what's right below it? Avalugg?
Yeah, he's just like a glacier.
A walking
I can go above him.
glacier.
Yeah, I would say above Avalugg, below Tentacruel. Feels about right.
I'm okay with it. Porygon 2, a new $2.99, now on sale at your local Best Buy. Be careful about the AI, though. We've heard some of the updates have tendencies to kill humans. Next on the list, we've got...
My Android update did the same thing, so it's fine.
Gengar.
Oh, baby.
We have ranked every form of Gengar except for Gengar.
Yep, it finally happened.
That said,
and
his Mega and his Gigantamax are better.
Yeah. And
even though he's good. And Haunter is better as well.
I was going to say, I think we all agree that, well, on the episode at least, that we liked Haunter more than regular old Gengar.
I agree with you.
That said, I think Gyarados lets him in the club.
I think I agree with that too. Yeah.
Yep.
Gengar is awesome. Gengar is truly iconic for all, like, every ghost type going forward kind of has to give a little bit of a wink and a nod to Gengar because he is just like the OG.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they did a great job.
And like genuinely pretty menacing looking. You know what I mean? Like, even for as much of like a chibi form as he is, it's still like it's not Haunter creepy, but it's oh boy, he's coming at me. There's still something like genuinely menacing about his design, like his pure purple and like the little devil horn type deals. Like, I don't know, there's something I really like about his design that really, really works for me.
He's a regular Jersey Devil.
So I would say top 100 though.
Definitely top 100.
Does Gengar have cool lore? I genuinely have no idea what his lore is because I just always use him. In the game.
I like a lot of this Gengar lore we've got going here. Under a full moon, this Pokemon likes to mimic the shadows of people and laugh at their fright. It hides in shadows. It is said that if Gengar is hiding, it cools the area nearby by nearly 10 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's cool.
That's cool.
It steals heat from its... to steal the life of its target, it slips into the prey's shadow and silently waits for an opportunity.
Gengar is just a stone cold killer.
Yes. Also, Gengar pops up in at least one level in New Pokemon Snap and is very creepy there too. He just like pops out of a portal with a scary face and then drops down into the ground again.
Oh, he's really, really good. Yeah.
I think he's like up near the other Gengars, even though he's not higher.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the 75s, and I think he's better than Chimchar, Golduck. Yeah, I'd say better.
Miss Magius at 31. I'd say better.
I'd say better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Charizard, better.
Definitely better than Charizard.
Okay.
Blaziken.
This is getting tough.
I could go either way on Blaziken, but I would probably stop at Lucario.
Yeah, I think I'll... Yeah.
Yeah, I would also stop at Lucario. I
gotta refresh
do you
myself
have a preference either way for Blaziken?
Maybe a hair better. I'm actually looking what Mega Blaziken looks like, because that's the one right in between.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Blaziken ain't bad. Yeah, I kind of fall in that somewhere in that camp. Because Lucario's 19, Mega Blaziken 20, Blaziken 21. Anywhere in there, just above, just below, I'm kind of okay with.
How about we split up the Blazikens?
Okay.
Yeah, they're having too much fun back there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're about to light the rest of the list on fire. All right, Gengar, a new 21. We wanted to make sure you could get your drink on in this list.
Got into the club. Congrats.
Great job. Next on the
second only
list.
to Empoleon so far in terms of high up entries this episode.
Yeah, turns what we got tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think our next contestant will break that trend. Next up, we've got Raboot.
Fine.
I like Raboot.
Fine.
He's a Pokemon.
He's not better than Scorbunny, who we've already rated criminally low.
No, accurately low.
You need to play New Pokemon Snap, sir. It is adorable, and it runs with little blue flames.
Tell my boss to give me 2 weeks off so I can clear the 6 games I'm currently playing. And I'll pick up Snap so I can play that.
You know, he's... I kind of agree. He's cool, but cool design choices here. I kind of like the mark on the forehead that I think is meant to indicate like a headband, but not be a headband.
Mm-hmm.
A little puff of fur on the belly that's supposed to be like a hoodie sleeve. You know, like there's a lot of cool stuff happening here.
Yeah, he's training. He's gonna be a soccer player.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it also suffers from the classic, you know, sophomore jinx. Like that second of 3 is usually the weakest of the 3. Especially with starters, at least in my opinion. There's outside of starters, I think second of 3 can be very strong, but most starters, the second form is my weakest form, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that its fur is white as a Scorbunny and a Cinderace, but it's like gray, at least in this picture. Maybe it's like the lighting in this picture or something, but
looks pretty gray to me.
I mean, he ain't getting
I
in
guess
the club,
maybe-
I'll tell you that much.
Oh no.
Maybe the sprite is a little closer to white.
This guy's not even bold enough to try to go to the club. He's not even old enough. Never mind bold.
No. No, yeah. His parents left him with a babysitter.
He's mad, and he's going to be in the backyard dribbling a soccer ball the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Score Bunny at 246. I think this definitely goes below Score Bunny.
246 for Score Bunny. Jeez. Yeah, I would say below for sure.
Yeah.
Mega Houndoom at 275. Do we want to be looking in the 200s? Where should we even be here right now? I don't know.
Maybe 300s. Just because, does anyone have any, like, again, I don't actively hate this thing. This is not, this is not 400s, 500s, but like, I think low 3 seems, mid 3s seems about right. Like, I don't think anyone has any huge love for this thing, unless I'm reading the room wrong.
No, all the mid and final evolutions in this gen are between bad and fine. First evolutions are good, but
yeah, again, that's classic Pokemon. First one's always being super cute, third one's being awesome, and the second one's just being that awkward. I always call them the sophomore year Jinx. They're just like these awkward middle schoolers who are just like, "Hey guys, can I play?" Like, all right, just get to level 34, man, so we can do something with you.
Man, am I alone in just really disliking all the forms of Gen 8 starters?
All of them?
None of them do anything.
You don't even like Sobble?
I'm
Sob hands. The perfect emote. I use it all the time.
Yeah,
True.
I see it, but yeah. I don't know. None of those designs do anything for me. I'm between numb and dislike on all of them.
What's Decidueye? Is that the one? The Archer?
Oh well, that's Gen 7 though.
Oh, I always
Gen 8's the drum monkey.
Oh right. No, he was cool. That third form was cool.
The Soccer Bunny?
Soccer Bunny's
Sniper Lizard?
Standout for sure. Yeah.
No. That was the first gen where I dumped my starter.
You're a monster. Well, your opinion means nothing now, so I guess.
You've cast.
I thought my opinion meant nothing after Koopa and Gudra for you, Chris.
That's true as well.
You can't say those two words and not get banned off of Twitch. Spoopa and Doodra.
Doodra.
Good thing this is a podcast and not a stream, then.
All right.
I see like no fire types in the 300s. Fletchling. That's the fire guy, right? Is it? I don't know.
Fletchinder, certainly at 361.
Fletchling is also at 391. I think he might just be normal before he evolves. I don't know. I think this is worse than Fletchinder.
Okay. Mega Heracross at 380. How are we feeling?
That guy is weird. He just kind of doesn't make sense in a lot of ways. He's got like weird grinders somewhere on his body, and I don't understand what's going on there. I gotta look at the picture again.
Oh yeah, what do you know? He's like a robot. He has a vent. He has like like he's overheating.
But he doesn't turn to steel type or anything. I don't get it.
That's weird. Yeah, regular Heracross is better.
So I'd go above that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Ooh, here's Samurott. There's a good comparison. Another middle. Or wait, no, Samurot's the last one, right?
Samurot's the final stage,
right. Just the worst final stage.
I'd say this thing is better than Licky Licky. Maybe not quite as good as Samurott, but I'd be willing to concede that if anyone feels strongly.
No, I can go for that. That's fine.
Yeah, I think that feels good. All right, Reboot, a new 375. It's not your fault. I guess I'm the one that's broken. Next on the list, we've got Poiple.
Oh, speaking of Naganadel, the first evolution. I don't know. It's pretty dumb.
It's
I think it's better than its evolved form,
really.
but its evolved form is way too high on this list.
That's true. It's got like that devious look that I like, but that's about all. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like a Dragon Ball character, like the Dragon Ball that nobody watched. What was it? GX, that weird liquid metal thing, whatever the hell that thing was.
GT. Was that baby?
Baby. Yes.
God, it kind of does, sadly.
Yeah, apparently, according to Ultra Sun, this is a starter Pokemon in its own world.
Oh, when do we get the game in that world? I mean, I don't want it, but
what is this? Poison Psychic?
Just poison.
Just poison.
Yeah, and it is an Ultra Beast, of course.
Of course, like all the good ones. I don't know. I don't really remember it too strongly from the game, but like in terms of just design, yeah, it's kind of winning me over. I think it does have kind of Dragon Ball vibes. I like the robotic eyes. It's got a big head, dinosaur body. Like the design I kind of like, but again, it's like super forgettable in game. So
yeah, I mean, you probably never saw one in game because Ultra Beasts in general, like you have to really go hunting for them, and I don't know where you find this one.
That's probably why it's forgettable. I probably never ran into it.
Yeah, I don't know really where you get any of the Ultra Beasts. I think the only this has got like some cute factor going for it, which is a lot for an Ultra Beast. That's I don't know.
It's probably the only one that has cute factor. So I'm down for it to be the highest Ultra Beast on the list. Which puts it above Guzzlord? Is that the highest right now?
I think Nihilego.
Ooh. Where's that?
I think we ranked that a little higher because we were like decent with the design and really down on the name.
Yeah, really great name. 221 Nihilego.
221. Combination of nihilism and ego.
Is this a pun on something? Is this like based on something, or is this just like weird Pokemon?
Poison, tadpole, and purple, I think, is what they're trying to go for.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
It's clever.
I would... Yeah. Again, I don't feel super strongly about this thing either way.
I mean, if we are going above Nihilego, we got to stop right there, because we got Doublade right above that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But putting it above Nihilego also puts it above Kadabra, which I don't particularly care about. I mean, Alakazam's got his spot higher in the list.
I'm okay with it there. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's fine. A new 221 Poiple. Great job. You know what? Good job being the only cute Ultra Beast. I didn't think Game Freak had it in him. And that does it for our random list of 20 Pokemon. Bob got the great privilege to bring his own Pokemon with him.
And I didn't dress up as it for once.
I don't know how you would if you were.
Just go for the YMCA thing. You got it.
Bob, who did you bring to rank?
I wanted to bring a weird one. Because this is going to be a tough one to rank, I think, because it's so varied and strange. But I brought Unknown, the wonderful Gen 2 alphabetized Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the one that was on the Pokemon database website that I use to grab pictures, but obviously they come in every letter. They come in question mark, exclamation point. I don't remember what every shape they have is.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's every letter, question mark, and exclamation point.
Yeah, 28. If my living Pokedex from old school Pokemon Diamond gives me any nerd points there. I believe those are the 28 I had to get, and it was a pain. I mean,
I really like how they used these in the game because they would literally use them for word puzzles. It was really fun. And the first time you run into one of these in Gen 2, you're just, what the fuck? You just
Yeah, what's their lore like? They seem alien.
Let's see here. Their shapes look like hieroglyphs on ancient tablets. It is said that the two are somehow related. Its flat, thin body is always stuck on walls, shaped like ancient writing. When alone, nothing happens. However, if there are two or more, an odd power is said to emerge.
All right, because these things learn hidden power, is it? I think that's like their only move.
That was, yeah.
Unless that changed in later gens. As far as I
Maybe.
know, they've only been able to know, that one move. But the reason I kind of picked them is, especially in Gen 2, when they made their debut, these things were so interesting to me because they set up. This was one of few Pokemon that was like given exclusive reigns to one area. Like you run into the Ruins of Alph.
Yep.
That fun little thing there, Alph. But like you get there and the music changes. You can change your radio tuning to a very specific channel only in Ruins of Alph that plays this really creepy song.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get in there, it's nothing but these things. The environment in there looks like nothing else in the game. It's literally just like a Egyptian tomb, basically. And all you can run into are the unknowns. Like, especially as a kid, after seeing how many secrets there were in Gen 1 and other, in other secrets in Gen 2, I was like, this thing has to be the most convoluted, crazy secret of all of Pokemon time. Like what all these unknowns are doing down here and how to catch something other than unknowns down here. Like for some reason, they've really, really grabbed my imagination as a kid. Like, because they have such a story importance in your adventure, So I don't think there is a payoff to that, but I don't know, in a way that's still kind of interesting for me because there's so much of a mystery. Like Ryan, you just read through all their Pokedex entries. Do any of them explain what they are? Like they are kind of alien. They are kind of, ancient. I don't know. Like I kind of like that they're just these weird things.
The most we get is from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The ancient writing, it is a mystery as to which came first, the ancient writings or the various unknown. Research into this topic is ongoing, but nothing is known.
Interesting. Yeah, they're one of the most fascinating Pokemon. Unlike Spupo, where you look at it and you don't know what it is. You can look at this and know what it's representing, but we still don't understand what it really is.
Yeah. And plus, I do love the one giant eye. Like, it's just a little creepy, a little alien, a little robotic. Like, it's so cool.
Yeah. I mean, if they ever make a Pokemon horror game, this guy's in there for sure.
Ooh, that'd be so good.
This guy, what's his name? Morpeko? No, that's the little... What's the... Mimikyu. They legit have like a jump scare with that guy in Pokemon Sun. It's hilarious.
Now, that said, for as much as I'm defending him and I brought him to the table here, this thing it stinks in terms of battle. Like,
oh, yeah. Oh, no. Unusable.
Yeah. Basically unusable, right? Like, they're a total gimmick. And even then, it's not a great gimmick. Like, their gimmick is purely mystery and story and lore. Like, they can't learn any TMs, any HMs, as far as I know. And yeah, there's 28 forms of them, but it's not like any one is better than the other. So I think that does probably keep them a little bit lower than I would, and I think that's more than fair. But
yeah, Gyarados is not a learned man. He's not looking to learn the secrets of unknown at the club.
No.
Real quick, I like this in the biology section of Bulbapedia on these Pokemon. The Pokedex and Professor Oak's research disagree on whether Unknown communicates using electromagnetic waves or telepathy. Either way, it can be detected by the Pokegear radio. So that's where you get the sound specifically in Ruins of Alph, which it interprets as the melody of the Azure Flute.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. Great numbers of Unknown are capable of distorting the reality to suit the dreams and wishes of whoever is in control of them.
They were like a big deal in one of the movies, I believe, too, but I don't remember that movie.
Was that the one with Entei?
Yeah, that's the last Pokemon movie I saw, like, in terms of chronology, I suppose. And I got an Entei card from it, so take that.
Can you buy a house with it?
VHS.
Not quite.
You could get a nice condo, though.
Yeah, I mean, and also I will throw in for honorary mention, has a cool quote unquote summon in Super Smash Brothers. Melee, I believe, the wave of Unknown that just like ping pong people in between it. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. So, Bob, I want you to start us off. We always, when somebody brings a Pokemon on and they're passionate about it, we want to give that credit. But you've already said it's not in the top 100, which I appreciate.
No, as much as I love it, I'm not gonna sit here and boldface lie to you folks. It's not. It's not getting in the club. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say, and this is probably too high, but please talk it out. Is it in the 212-ish, 210-ish? 210 is Grookey. 209 is Croconaw, another one of those kind of sophomore, middle school Pokemon. I would say it's probably better than a handful of those, but then you get a little bit higher to like Houndour, Moltres, Steelix. I don't think it's Rhydon, Machoke. I don't think it's better than those. So somewhere in those 200-ish is kind of where I would throw a dart.
Yeah, I like that range. You're not going to have any problems convincing Ryan that anything's better than Grookey.
I was going to say I kind of like right between Croconaw and Grookey for Unknown. Yeah.
I like that.
I think that's fair.
210? Yeah.
Be a new 210.
Hey, he's better than the like literal deity of land or whatever, Calyrex, 2 below him.
Yeah. I could have gone below Grookey too, but I would have thought if someone wanted to put this below Calyrex. That is one of the dumbest legendaries. All right. Unknown 210. Great job, Bob. Wonderful pick. I think you nailed the weird you were going for. I mean, I wrote the list up that we're using in the background for setting all of our episodes up, and I forgot that this was going to even be on there. Like, I know I typed it in, but like, and I know it's a Pokemon. It's from my favorite generation.
Yeah.
But still, like, it skips my mind somehow.
Because it's just so weird. It's so weird, and you never use it.
Yeah.
So like, unless you're actively thinking about it or one of those weird mysteries about it, it's just never gonna come up. And I already know I'm gonna be going down a YouTube rabbit hole of unknown fan theories, and I sure hope there's some good video essays on it. But unknowns are cool. Hot take. Not
if you find any good ones, drop them and gotta rank them all because I. All right, well that does it for our list of 21 Pokemon tonight. Bob, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you guys for having me. I really do love the show. So it's a pleasure to be on. I love talking Pokemon, even if I don't quite remember all of them. But no, you guys are killing it here, and I love it. Thank you.
You can't be blamed for not remembering all of them, Bob. They keep making more.
I gotta stop. Just like, go on hiatus for a little bit. Let me catch up on the last 200 or something.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Oh, I suppose. Yes, I have a podcast, 99 Questions. It's a wonderful interview show where I ask all sorts of interesting people interesting questions. If you're not sick of my voice, go on there. 99, it's the number 99 questions, or 99 Questions Pod on Twitter. I've somehow keep getting guests that are wonderful, wonderful people in the gaming world, the Ben Hansons and Dan Reicherts and Mary Kishes and Jeff Corks of the world. And then we've led into fun houses, Ryan Haley and John Smith, into podcasters from the Headgum podcast, Jeffrey James. Good God, those eyes. And yeah, I've got some big ones lined up that should be coming out rather soon, including a Marcus Stewart from Game Informer.
Hell yeah.
And perhaps nothing's official, it hasn't been recorded yet, but a former WWE wrestler might be coming down the pike. So
oh shit,
keep subscribe to hear it. It might be happening sooner than later. So yeah, it should be fun.
It's one of my favorite shows. I just listened to Matt Helgeson's episode today. It's another great one.
Oh, if you couldn't hear me fanboying out for him, because I truly love his work and love his writing and his podcast, like I felt like I was 12 years old sitting listening to him talk. So he's such a cool guy. I love that one.
Yeah, it's a good
Awesome.
show. Chris, do you have
Thanks.
anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, go check out our YouTube channel. Give us a sub. We're kind of doing a little bit of a visual remodel that might already be taking place as you're listening to this. In fact, it probably has. We got some new logos. We got new thumbnails. We got all sorts of new stuff happening over at Spelunkers. We've recorded the first episode of Omori, but we have not recorded the second episode by the time this releases. That game's amazing. Please play it with us. Write in some questions. Seriously, like, might be in my top 10 of all time. It's really something special.
Ooh,
It's very good. And Bob, I think that game permanently finishes off the question of knife versus bat.
they better be on Team Knife. That's all I'm saying. But
No spoilers.
I was interested in this game from seeing the art style, but the more you're talking it up, I might have to check this out. Maybe jump in for the second half, because
Are you a fan of Undertale, Bob?
I actually, that's one of my gaming sins, is that I own Undertale on at least 3 different consoles, but I have not played it.
How about Earthbound?
I love Earthbound, yes.
You will love Omori.
I
Okay.
think so.
It's not spooky, is it? I won't.
It's
like,
psychological. Like it
Okay.
has minor, it deals with darker themes, and it
Okay.
has a few minor jump scares, but I'm playing it and I'm not scared.
That says a lot. I don't know how much you know about Ryan's ability to take on scary stuff.
I'm going to add this to a wish list right now, because this looks very, very good.
Yeah, we're all a little amazed how much this game has flown under the radar. It deserves a lot more love, because we'd all barely heard of it when I brought it up for a possible exploration. Yeah, great. And check out our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/spelunkers. We got a lot of streams going most nights of the week. I play Pokemon on Tuesdays. Wednesday nights, Chris and I are going through Resident Evil. Wasted happens on Saturdays when Tom and Tyler aren't dealing with life. That should be coming back the first weekend in November, where they'll be doing Beers and Beasts, a drunken playthrough of Bloodborne. Thanks to the community for making that happen. Yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us as we continue finalizing the most important decisions of our lives. I hope you are well until we reconvene next week. And remember, gotta rank 'em all.
Gotta rank 'em all, Pokemon.